Hello, and welcome back to the Richard Taliaferro podcast. There is one question I will never ask any of my clients, ever, and that is, why don't you just? How does it make you feel when someone asks you a question like that? It's not a wonderful feeling at all, right? And the question can't even be seen as well meaning. An article I recently saw in Psychology Today has a pretty strong reaction to it that's understandable. We don't need to be as extreme when looking at that question ourselves, and we can take a step back to see what's happening here. What place is this question coming from? A place of all knowing and all seeing. The questioner has all the answers, and you just need to listen to them and heed their sage words. The question lacks curiosity as well. There's no presence there, and no desire to be with the person in a moment of angst and trouble. It can be like seeing someone's house on fire and pouring gasoline on it. In terms of your career, here are three harmful things that one single question can do. It pretends to have solved the problem. It says, magically wave a wand and make all of your problems go away. Our problems and issues and concerns can't be solved by merely speaking four words. It takes deep listening to hear and address your concerns so we can work together toward the solution that works best for you. It can be emotionally dismissive. The issues you may face in your career can be deep-seated and fraught with emotion. We can explore them in the confidential space a coaching session provides. It can be judgmental. No one likes to be judged. And why don't you just does it? The question says, you should have done it this way, the right way. It can lead to shame and putting a roadblock to where you're trying to go in your journey. As a coach, I work hand in hand with you to map out your journey. I'm curious about you and where you are in your career journey and where you want to be. When I sit with you, I see possibility for you in your life. Now, how can we counteract that horrible question, though? Here are three better questions I can ask you as a coach to guide our journey together. What would you like to be experiencing more of in your career? This can be an eye opener. Are you looking for a less stressful commute? More time with your family? Could a more flexible work environment be the right thing for you to seek? If you were to fully have the career you want, what is the first change you would make? You can take a step back here and see your career from a fresh perspective. What could you really do with what you have and what you know? And what would it look like for you if the situation you were facing were resolved? Could you really ask for that promotion or that raise? Or is now the right time for you to launch the business you've been dreaming of? Can you have more time, better time with your family? These questions and many, many more are about expanding possibilities for you, and you will be working in the space of a judgment-free zone. When I'm there with you, I'm helping you understand that what you seek, you achieve not just in your career, but also in your life as well. So here's this week's question of the week for you. What questions can you ask that can expand your possibilities in your career? I invite you to reach out to me and let's talk about it. If you're searching for work that works for you, I invite you to go to richardtaliaferro.com and schedule a complimentary call with me and let's talk about it. Thanks for listening and talk to you next week.